Right now at noon, UW-Madison police have made an arrest in the double homicide in the UW Arboretum. We'll hear from Chief Roman. And a judge rules Wisconsin clerks cannot release the results of Tuesday's election before the absentee voting deadline.
This is News 3 Now at noon.
Good afternoon. I'm Mark Kane. Thanks for joining us on this Friday afternoon. We start with breaking news from the Channel 3000 Alert Center. UW-Madison police have made an arrest in the double homicide in the UW Arboretum. 18-year-old Kari Sanford was booked into the Dane County Jail on 2 counts of party to a crime for first-degree intentional homicide. On Tuesday, a jogger found 2 people in a ditch at the Arboretum. The victims have been identified as Dr. Beth Potter and her husband, Robin Carey, and police say the suspect knew them. UW Police Chief Christian Roman released a video statement about the arrest just in the last half hour.
We believe that this was not a random act. It was calculated, cold-blooded, and senseless. And we will continue to do all we can to bring justice to Robin and Beth, their family, and their loved ones.
Chief Roman says the investigation is still very active and encourages anyone with information to contact Madison area Crime Stoppers. The News 3 Now team is digging into this new information and asking questions. We'll have a complete report tonight on News 3 Now at 5. And new at noon, a federal judge has ruled Wisconsin clerks can't release results from Tuesday's election until April 13th. Yesterday, that same judge extended absentee voting, saying all ballots need to be in by the 13th instead of Election Day. State legislative leaders have been committed to keeping Tuesday's election despite fears about the spread of COVID-19. State leaders have encouraged voters to vote absentee. More than 1 million people have requested ballots. Let's head over to the Weather Center now. Meteorologist Dana Fulton has a look at your first WARN forecast. Hi, Dana.
Hey, a little cloudy outside today as we're looking at some rain chances developing by this evening and for early overnight. Right now, the showers are still off to the west as we look at our Doppler track over the last 3 hours. We're starting to see some light rain along the edge of Grant and Crawford County, but downtown Madison right now, cloudy skies with temperatures sitting already just a little bit above average. We're close to 60 degrees currently. Temps have kind of been hovering in the mid to upper 60s in the last few hours, or mid to upper 50s, excuse me, in the last few hours. We'll be staying close to 60 degrees as you can see through the early afternoon, and then temperatures will drop overnight. For tomorrow, it's going to be a little cooler outside, Mark, but we're going to get the sunshine back for Saturday and Sunday, so it should be pretty pleasant outside for the weekend. We'll take a closer look at that, though, in just a few minutes.
The sun always helps.
Yes.
All right, Dane, we'll see you in a few minutes. Thank you. To our coronavirus headlines now, a 4th person has died in Dane County. Public Health Madison-Dane County also announced 8 more confirmed cases here, bringing the state total to more than 1,800. This morning, the Milwaukee County Medical Examiner announced 6 more deaths, bringing that county's total to 24. 21 of those 24 deaths in Milwaukee are people of color. Across the U.S., there are nearly 250,000 confirmed cases and more than 6,000 deaths. That's an increase of about 365% since this time last week. Today, healthcare professionals in Manhattan held up photos of fellow workers who have fallen to the coronavirus. It's one of many protests nationwide demanding more equipment. New York City is the latest city to urge everyone to cover their mouths and noses while in public because people without symptoms can transmit the disease. The White House's coronavirus task force may recommend all Americans wear masks in public. The president is also using the Defense Production Act to increase the supply of N95 masks, which medical workers say they desperately need. Today, the government launches its Lifeline for small businesses, offering $350 billion in loans, which can be forgiven for things like rent and payroll to keep workers employed.
It's not going to be perfect, but if it's this balance between speed and perfection, we know that speed is what it's going to take to make sure that these small businesses survive.
The U.S. Chamber of Commerce says a new poll shows nearly a quarter of small businesses say they can only survive another 2 months before they have to permanently close. Some of the nation's biggest banks, including Chase, still have questions about the program and say they are not accepting applications yet. The U.S. is not issuing passports unless it's a, quote, life or death emergency. In a statement on its website, the State Department asked Americans to avoid international travel due to the impact of the pandemic. Examples of some emergencies that would qualify include travel due to serious illness and injuries or deaths in the immediate family. Applicants must submit proof of life or death emergencies, like a death certificate, statement from a mortuary, or signed letter from a hospital or medical professional. Trader Joe's on Monroe Street in Madison is temporarily closed for cleaning after a crew member tested positive for coronavirus. According to a Facebook post from the Monroe Street Madison, the store is being thoroughly cleaned and restocked. The crew member who tested positive was last in the store on Monday. The post says the store is hoping to reopen on Sunday. New at noon, the Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources has canceled all burning permits until further notice. A release from the Dane County Sheriff's Office says eliminating controlled burning will reduce wildfire risks as first responders focus on reducing the spread of COVID-19. It will also reduce smoke, helping populations that are vulnerable or suffering from the virus. All burning of debris in barrels, piles on the ground, and grass or wooded areas with annual permits in DNR protection is prohibited. As the coronavirus continues to spread, players are working to adapt while training in lockdown.
It is what it is, as an athlete you have to be adaptable.
British gymnast Max Whitlock won gold in 2016. He's using his coach to train for next year's Tokyo Olympics. In South Korea, it's the fans who are winning. Despite the baseball season being canceled, teams started live streaming their practice games held in empty stadiums. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Up next, we'll see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
If you're tired of serving the same few things for dinner week after week, then we have just the thing.
Get red-hot savings with this week's Hy-Vee hot deals. That's Smart Bananas, only 29 cents a pound. Pepsi products, 3 for just $10 when you buy 3. And our special recipe bratwurst, 5 for only $5. Only at Hy-Vee.
Announcing another Best of Madison 2020 award. And the winner is Dwellings Interior Design and Home Furnishings. Best Interior Design. Madison's best kept $150 secret. For a list of all the winners, pick up the April issue of Madison Magazine.
You have 33 years of memories in this house. The most valuable things you will ever own. And that is why we exist.
Ever since we opened Culver's, community has meant the world to us, especially in times like these when the going gets tough. That's why we're keeping our drive-thrus open, continuing to cook every meal to order as if you were a guest in our home. We want to be here for you, today and every day, sharing our smile and safely serving with all our heart. Caring for you and your family, it's our pleasure. Together, we'll get through this.
It's here. Instant funding online from SpeedyCash.com. Don't have time to stop by a Speedy Cash store? Get cash now, no matter where you are. Apply for a loan using the Speedy Cash app. If approved, funds apply to your debit card in minutes. With instant funding from SpeedyCash.com. Apply now. It's fast. Go to SpeedyCash.com for instant funding today.
If you don't have U.S. Cellular 5G, you could have inside phobia, the fear of losing your signal inside.
Hello?
But don't worry, U.S. Cellular has your back with our 5G network now in Wisconsin and the Samsung Galaxy S20 5G, free when you switch. Connect from outside to inside without interruption. Switch and get a free Samsung Galaxy S20 5G on U.S. Cellular 5G. Choose fair.
Save with these hot deals and more at Hy-Vee. General Mills cereal, just $1.97. Whole rotisserie chicken, only $5.99. Hy-Vee butter, only $2.48. And Hy-Vee orange juice, just 99 cents. Only at Hy-Vee.
If you're like most people, you probably eat the same few meals over and over, week after week. If that sounds like your routine, let me share with you an easy favorite that'll help you get out of that rut. We begin by mixing together some ricotta cheese, chopped frozen spinach that we've thawed and squeezed really well, a can of artichoke hearts that we've chopped, some Parmesan, a bit of garlic, and a little black pepper. After that's mixed, we unroll a couple of tubes of refrigerated pizza dough and cut each one into quarters. Then we top them off with equal amounts of the filling, along with a handful of shredded mozzarella. Now, we fold the dough over the filling and crimp the edges with a fork. We've discovered that if you dip the fork in a little flour first, it won't stick to the dough. Once they're all sealed, we'll bake them until they're golden and the filling is piping hot. That's it. And when you serve these up with some spaghetti sauce, you'll be amazed at how quickly they'll disappear. It's a great option to serve on what's known as Meatless Mondays, or really any night you want to change things up. I hope you'll go online and get the recipe for our spinach and artichoke calzones so you can say hello to a dish that's super easy and, as Kelly would say,
quite tasty.
I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we've discovered a new way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
All right, Howard, thank you. Next at noon, cloudy with some scattered showers later today. Then it's looking like a pretty nice weekend with some sunshine. Dana has the details next in your First Warn forecast.
To our Pick and Save associates, for the long hours and late nights, for the miles traveled and the shelves restocked, for making a difference in our customers' lives, for doing so much more than your job. Everyone at the Kroger family of brands and our customers say thank you. In a time when daily life feels a bit uncertain, your hard work is keeping America fed. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Shop the largest selection of quality furniture and mattresses from the comfort of your home on steinhoffels.com. Right now, Steinhoffels will ship your purchase free to your curb, driveway, or garage. Start shopping right now with a name you can trust, steinhoffels.com.
Spectrum Mobile is a better way to mobile. First, we deliver the fastest overall speeds and the most reliable mobile service, coast to coast. Now, we're bringing you 5G, and it's only going to get better. We're extending our network every day so we can offer you the best experience. That means faster speeds, so you can do whatever you want, wherever you are. 5G is here. Spectrum Mobile.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection remains open to serve our customers and communities during these times of uncertainty. During Safer at Home, we've got you covered for all your plumbing service needs. Call us for help. We are here for you.
Everyone is trying to do their part, especially now. And your Ford dealer is built to lend a hand. If your vehicle needs service, just call. Ford service centers are essential to your community and are still open. Find out about pickup and delivery options from participating Ford dealers. Plus, they've implemented enhanced cleaning measures for added peace of mind. After all, you have a lot to take care of. Let us do our part and help take care of you.
Southern Wisconsin is our community.
Our home.
Our home.
Our home. And in this time of uncertainty,
we need to stand together
while staying apart.
While staying apart.
News 3 Now is your coronavirus headquarters.
Separating fact from fiction.
And giving you up-to-the-minute details online.
And information to keep our communities, our businesses, and our families healthy.
We're in this together.
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 We're all in this together, and we will get through this together.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
The job market slams the brakes in March, and companies unleash cash contributions to take on the coronavirus. Diane King Hall has your Money Watch report.
701,000. That's how many jobs were slashed in March, according to the Labor Department's monthly payrolls report. The nation's jobless rate rose to 4.4%, but that report doesn't even include last week's filings showing more than 6.6 million new people filed for unemployment benefits. Markets started today's session mixed following the weaker than expected monthly payrolls report. Investors tried to digest today's numbers while also keeping an eye on oil prices, which added to its gains. Donations towards combating the coronavirus fallout are growing. Billionaire Jeff Bezos is donating $100 million to food banks across the country to help feed Americans in need. Google is giving $6.5 million to organizations focused on fact-checking coronavirus claims, rumors, and hoaxes. And a collective of designers, including Michael Kors, pledged $3 million toward COVID-19 relief efforts. And that's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to CBSMoneyWatch.com. I'm Diane King Hall.
And thank you. Let's check Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrials down 383 points. The NASDAQ off 124. The S&P 500 is down 41. Farm Director Pam Yankee is here with today's Ag News. Pam?
The number one question that I've been dealing with this week from farmers and consumers, why, if we're dumping milk, am I still limited in the amount of milk I can purchase at the grocery stores or wherever I'm shopping? I got to the bottom of it, talked yesterday with Chad Vincent, CEO of Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin, and he has been having dialogue with state ag officials as well as food industry leaders. And basically, he implored them. He said, please take those signs down. What they told him is, it is not company policy to limit the amount of milk that consumers can buy. Now, it's an individual store decision on whether those signs stay up. So Vincent said what he found out is the motivation is, after all the hoarding that took place. I mean, come on, look at it. Still no toilet paper to be found, no paper products. Disinfectants are all gone. That same hoarding mentality went on with milk. So individual store managers decided that they wanted to mitigate people not shopping at their store because they didn't have milk and potentially spreading virus by going to other locations and limiting the amount of milk you can buy so it's available for the person behind you. Chad Vincent said that, again, it's not a corporate policy. It's an individual store decision to keep those limitations in place. He's asking consumers to first talk to the store manager. Ask them to take those signs down and stop limiting milk purchases. If they don't respond, then go to the corporate website, email the corporate leaders, or call those corporate leaders, because in many cases, they don't know that these limitations are in place. So just a little something that you can do to empower yourself and hopefully empower and send good vibes to our dairy industry, which is, again, continuing to dump milk on Wisconsin dairy farms. Now, don't forget, I can't give you everything that I've got for you in one short spout. So please go to my website, MidwestFarmReport.com, or follow me on Facebook, social media, Fabulous Farm Babe, because I've got more stories that I can tell you about the Paycheck Protection Bill and what it could do for Wisconsin farmers. So please find all that information in those other resources, MidwestFarmReport.com or Fabulous Farm Babe on Facebook. Geez, let's hope we have a good weekend, huh, folks? That's what's happening with food and fiber news from the old Farm Babe. Be safe.
You too, Pam. Thank you. Here's Dana now with the weekend forecast.
Thankfully, the weekend's going to look a little better. It's a little cloudy outside right now, and we have some light showers that are going to pass through this evening and early overnight. Saturday and Sunday are going to be in a pretty decent spot with our temperatures and sky conditions, and it will be very mild as we head into the start of next week. There'll be a chance for some showers and thunderstorms also building back in, but temperature-wise, we are going to stay above average, and we may even see our first 70-degree mark of the season. So right now, mostly cloudy. Again, the light showers still off to the west, but they'll creep in closer to about 6, 7 o'clock. That line passes through. This is all associated with the cold front. So as the front passes, the rain stays pretty tight together. It'll be a little windy at times, but once it passes through, skies will clear up pretty quickly overnight. The rain's through Madison before midnight. By tomorrow morning, we're already mostly sunny, but our winds now coming from the northwest, so temperatures will be a little cooler outside to start the day. We'll be close to freezing early in the morning, and then afternoon highs will be rising up into the 50s. Mostly sunny skies throughout the day. Really should be pleasant outside for Saturday. Sunday, also very pleasant outside. Temps close to freezing again in the morning, and then notice that shift in the wind direction for Sunday afternoon. That's going to help us climb yet again with temperatures warming right on up. Precipitation totals with this line of showers passing through will be highest for areas off to the west, where they'll see a little more prolonged rain as it comes in and stays a little longer. As it travels east, though, it's not going to have as much moisture with it, so rainfall totals will be staying under 1/4 of an inch for most of the area, maybe 1/10 of an inch for areas south of Madison, but not seeing too much. And our 6 to 10 day outlook, that puts us from April 8th through the 12th. Just a little bit of a chance, just a little likely that we could see our precipitation trend above average, but no big systems expected to build in, so there's no big increase in moisture, and it's not likely that we're going to be falling into drought status anytime soon. Just a little bit of a rain chance. chance. Overnight temperatures, again, falling to the mid-30s, so just a bit above freezing with mostly cloudy skies. It'll be a little milder outside with these shower chances developing throughout the late afternoon and evening and continuing up until about midnight, and then things will be improving. So temperatures today close to 60 right now, and that's where we're going to stay for our afternoon. Highs won't climb too much with our mostly cloudy sky. It doesn't let us climb up too much. Now for Saturday, we will be nice and sunny outside, but it's going to be just a little cooler. High temperatures will be in the lower 50s. Sunday, we're close to average, or back close to 60 in the upper 50s. And then those rain chances developing for next week might bring a few thunderstorms along with them, but they're also going to bring the 70s. We'll be close to 70 on Tuesday, a little cooler as we head into the end of the week, but a very April-like pattern right now. And with that storm chance Monday and Tuesday, we're not looking at any potential for severe weather right now. It just seems like some spring showers, some April showers, and April storms coming through.
And temperatures all above average.
Temperatures all above average for afternoon highs and for overnight lows. So we are trending up, up, up with those spring temps.
All right. Thank you, Dana. We'll be right back.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
I'm Kelsey Grammer. My dad was gunned down at his home at the age of 38. 6 years later, my sister was brutally raped and murdered. When my father's killer was released, I found out through the National Enquirer. It seemed like a cruel joke. In my sister's case, I have been allowed a voice in the parole hearings of her killers. But that's not always true in Wisconsin. Marcy's Law ensures equal rights to victims and their families to be informed and heard. Please vote for additional rights for crime victims. Vote yes on Marcy's Law.
This is our home. We've never seen it look quite like this.
But there's no mistaking it. And it's our job to protect it. Because the best people to fight for our communities
are those within them.
So if you've just bought a Volkswagen or were thinking of buying sometime soon, we're here to help with the community-driven promise.
It's just what I thought. It's all going to have to come out.
If you don't have dental insurance, paying the bill can be really expensive. After all, just a simple cleaning can cost $150. And other procedures like crowns and root canals can cost hundreds, even thousands more. But now you can get dental insurance for about $1 a day from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company. Call us for a free information kit. Our dental insurance helps cover over 350 procedures, everything from cleanings and fillings to crowns and dentures. Your acceptance is guaranteed for one of these insurance policies, even if you're retired or on Medicare. There are no deductibles and there's no annual maximum. Plus, you can see any dentist you choose. Take the pain out of big dental bills with Physicians Mutual. Call us now for your free information kit with all the details.
The COVID-19 crisis has hit Madison's restaurant industry hard, and they need our help. That's why News 3 Now, Channel 3000, and Madison Magazine are partnering with Kesnick's, asking you to donate to the SOS fundraiser. 100% of your financial gift will help local restaurant employees stay in their homes and provide for their families. Go to Kesnick's SOS Fund on the GoFundMe page to contribute and help us keep Madison the vibrant foodie destination we all know and love. Welcome back. We have some at-home beef recipes for you to share. Angie Horkin from the Wisconsin Beef Council joining us from her kitchen. She has some pizza and soup recipes for us. Hi, Ange.
Good morning.
What are you making for us?
I thought we're all at home, so let's make some really nice, really easy, kid-friendly recipes. I feel like I've been cooking every day so much. So, and of course, too economical because, you know, we want to talk about that right now. So ground beef, if you haven't gotten out and stocked up on your ground beef, we've got some great storage tips, freezing tips, and thawing tips on the website. Great ways to fill your freezer so then you are prepared to make some of these great meals. And the first recipe I want to talk about, a kid-friendly recipe, are personal beef pizzas. And we take a pound of lean ground beef and we're going to turn it into an Italian-flavored sausage. So we're going to add fennel, paprika, coriander, garlic powder, a little crushed red pepper, and some salt and pepper. So a lot of pantry staple ingredients, but this is actually going to transform the ground beef into a really delicious Italian sausage flavored beef. And then you can take this and brown it up, make your personal beef pizzas, have the kids help you in the kitchen. So get them active. And then also you can use this in some other recipes, like these are some Italian beef meatballs, sandwich rolls that we baked in some pizza dough. Very fun for the kids to help you make the meatballs, to help you roll them in the pizza dough. So a great way to get them into the kitchen and interactive now this time. And then also don't forget about your slow cooker. So this is one of our family's favorite meals. It's called a Lazy Day beef and vegetable soup. And I actually started with chuck roast, but you can use chuck roast, you can use stew meat, you can use arm roast, shoulder roast, even a round or rump roast. So it's very versatile. All of those cuts are perfect for the slow cooker. And what you want to do now, that if you have time, chunk all those up and then brown them first. So brown them in a skillet, or if your crock pot or your slow cooker's like mine, and you can brown right in there, brown it in batches, get it nice and hot, a little extra virgin olive oil. And what that's going to do is it's going to seal in your juices and your flavor into your beef chunks. So definitely take that extra time and that extra step starting your soup. And then you just add some a can of diced tomatoes, 2 cans of beef broth, a can of chickpeas, and some Italian seasoning. Let it go all day. Put the lid back on. Then about an hour before you're going to eat, add some small noodles. I got some ditalini noodles in here, and then a couple cups of frozen vegetables. And that's it. It's super easy. Pantry staples. All the recipes are on beeftips.com. And we also created a really nice At Home with Beef page. So all encompassing, it's got links to all of these great recipe collections. It's got all the cooking tips, storage, freezing tips, everything right there in one spot. So beeftips.com.
I wish I could try it. We can't do it that way, but Ange, great to see you. Stay well. We'll see you next time.
Sounds good.
All right, here's a final check of your forecast.
So right now we're mostly cloudy with some rain chances starting to build in. Still off to the west, though you may still feel some drizzle at times as we have this cloudy sky squeezing all the moisture out. Here's our Doppler track over the last few hours. Plan on showers building in around 6, 7 o'clock for Madison later on this evening. Temperatures will be close to 60 today for afternoon highs. Your weekend looks very pleasant. Mostly sunny on Saturday. A little cooler outside, but 52 is still above average. Partly sunny on Sunday with temps back close to 60. And as we head into next week, we're going to have a very mild stretch Monday and Tuesday in the mid to upper 60s, and then landing in the low 70s on Tuesday with the chance for showers and isolated thunderstorms building in. The end of the week will be a little cooler. We'll drop back into the 50s, but temps in the afternoon and overnight are going to stay above average as we start to get into the middle of April at the end of that 10-day forecast.
All right, so Easter's a week from Sunday, right? That's our time for now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. Have a safe afternoon.